Before we begin with this amazing episode, I have something to announce. If you are a creator yourself, like an artist, a voice actor, or you are an editor slash, well, not really an editor in terms of videos, more like a writing editor, or if you are a programmer that deals with server side, guess what? I am actually looking for you. I am currently, at this very moment in time, looking for other people to work for me in terms of helping me make things work out. Yes, this is not free, so that means that you guys will be paid accordingly based off of your current prices that you, well, offer to me. However, these prices are and have to be realistic and must tend to not be too expensive, as I am not a rich asshole, so that's kind of words. But essentially, all I'm just trying to say is if you are currently looking for a person to work for, well, I am looking for you if you are any of the above, the ones that I have suggested. And don't worry, because I do have other various kinds of information. You can go ahead and check that on the Jon'sTalkShow website. That is Jon'sTalkPrises. On that website, you can find all of the kinds of information about me or the current recruitment that you are looking for. Currently, right now, I do not have a Google Docs, so you will have to DM me on Twitter. But just go onto that website if you are currently interested and want to know what kind of jobs I am looking for. And yeah, I will be waiting for you to come to me if you are interested. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the episode. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another amazing episode of John's Talk Show. It has been a very eventful couple of months, but we're finally back with episode number 18. And this time we have the derg instead of Northie. Northie's not going to be here today. So yeah. Today's episode is self-improvement. Because the derg has suggested it, since he has improved a lot recently since we've seen him or heard from him.
How many episodes ago was that?
If we're counting the episodes never done, it's likely we would have been in the 20s by now, but that's beside the point. That's fine. It's not like we have to do them every single week. So, Mr. Derg, since you suggested this episode topic, you can begin.
Ooh. I feel very honored to start this one off.
Especially since you've been gone for a while, so I thought I'd let you
take
the stand.
I much appreciate that. I much appreciate that. All right. So, where to begin? Man, August was probably one of the worst months I have ever had in my life. Yeah, August was awful, and I had hit a low that was so fucking low that I could feel the emotions just draining from me. And like it was awful. It was an awful feeling. On the outside I could be laughing, but on the inside I felt like there was a lot of me missing, and I felt like I was being so fake, trying to make other people happy with, my personality and things like that. And I kind of more or less forced myself to try and, act normal, act like nothing was wrong. And it was pretty bad. It lasted for about 2 or 3 weeks. And the reason that I didn't, consider suicide was it was because I knew that doing that would just make things worse for me, probably. you know, offing myself would cause a lot of hurt to my friends, including you, John. You would probably be very upset if you had heard that I had offed myself. Um, and I also have a community that I'm responsible for, and I feel like it'd be very irresponsible to just end my life and let my community have to suffer the consequences of that, of losing a creator that they loved. And well, that they loved. I say that as if I know that everyone in my community loves me. I don't know if everyone in my community loves me. I know that there are some people who do, and probably some people who don't. I'm just saying, I don't want to leave my community behind. How do I put this in like a how do I put this correctly? I felt it would be irresponsible to leave my community hanging. I guess that's a way to put it. I didn't want to leave my fans and my community on like a permanent cliffhanger, you know what I mean?
I understand that because sometimes that is a very just unexpected thing that would happen, especially to creators. I know that I've seen that with some channels that were basically creators, and then all of a sudden they pass away, either due to suicide. I know that I saw a video about a Chinese woman who committed suicide on camera, on stream, by drinking a really harsh chemical. And like what you said, though, apparently in that one was basically the chat turned on her and just basically told her to do it. And then there was other ones like there was accidents and other and murders.
Technoblade. Technoblade. He
Him
was about
too.
my
That
age.
was a very big one. I would say.
Technoblade, yeah.
I've
Technoblade
heard
was
he was
probably
a. I've heard that
my
he was a
um
very amazing person, very lovely,
oh yeah.
very wonderful. So I might have not have watched him, but personally, if I've heard that there was a lot of amazing things that he's done and just been a wonderful person, then I feel really bad. And I'm sorry to those
Yeah.
that have lost him and watched his videos, but yeah, definitely losing a creator is
Mhm.
just a big sad thing for anyone actually. Even if there's only been two people watching you, that's still devastating. Still a very devastating thing.
Yep. And yeah, that's why I didn't want to off myself, is because I have a community to look after. I'm responsible for that community. It is a community that I created and I have to maintain it. I don't want to destroy it. So, yeah, and yeah, that's why I didn't off myself. So I guess that was a step in the right direction, you could say. That was the origin of this turnaround. And well, the true origin. I think the spark where it really started taking off was actually after that had happened, or after I had decided to not off myself. And so one day I had woken up and I got a little bit too high. But it wasn't a bad thing in this scenario, because this time I took a look around my room and I realized how little time I have in this world. And so the thought occurred to me, what am I doing with my life? Why am I allowing myself to be dragged and to be drugged into a life I don't want, you know? And so from then I started really hyping myself up and, telling myself that there are ways to get better, because there are. And I think the thing that really put the nail in the coffin was oh, fuck, I fucking forgot what I was going to say. Give me a second. I have to think about it. It's right on my tongue.
That's okay. Take your time.
Yeah, like literally had it on the end of my tongue and it was like it fucking disappeared. God damn it. You may have to cut that part out.
No, it's fine. Even if I did, though, I'm just gonna slip in a little bit of an advertisement for fuckyou.com. So
Oh, for fuck's sake.
it's
But
just a
yeah, I
joke.
basically
So
I looked around. I looked around and I was like, there's 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 so little time on this earth and I'm spending it. There's little time for life on this earth and I'm sitting here spending the little time that I have feeling sorry for myself and feeling miserable when I can just take hold of the reins and drag myself in the correct direction because you know it, apparently apparently I'd gotten a little bit too
to what?
complacent. That is the word I'm looking for. I got a little bit too complacent with my current situation, and I was just kind of submitting to the fact that I was gonna be doomed. I don't want to be fucking doomed. So I started really turning my life around, and oh, I forgot to mention the spark that really did it for me was Rex. He is my ex. We still love each other very much, though, and we still talk. We don't date, though. That's the only real difference. But he had, like, I had confided in him about this, and he had told me that I was worth so much more than I made myself out to be worth. And I think the self-worth thing was one of the biggest things I really had to get over. Um, So yeah, I woke up and I was feeling really shitty. Um, I took I I took a look around after taking like 2 or 3 hits and realized I needed to move on. And so I talked to Rax and he opened me up to, loving myself more. Because yeah, I didn't love myself. I never loved myself because I I was always so ashamed of who I was. And I feel like, well, I felt like nobody liked me because I'm different. But what I have come to accept now is that it's the complete opposite. People like you for what makes you different, not for what makes you identical to them. While having factors in your personality that are similar to your interests, while that is a good thing, it's not a good thing to constantly have the same thing over and over. And people want something different. And they don't want the same person over and over again. So I started to accept who I am and accept my differences and accept that I'm never going to be able to change what I am. So I might as well enjoy what I am and who I am and the qualities that I have because I'm only going to have these qualities one time.
It's a good lesson there.
hmm I'm sorry. I'm just in a bit of deep thought right now. Um like this got me in a really like philosophative philo
That's a word.
English. It's getting me in a really philosophery mood.
Mud.
Moo.
Yeah.
Moo.
Mud. You want some mud?
Christ. Sorry, audience. We're just a couple of dorks. The sooner you guys accept that, the easier it will be for you to cope and seethe. I'm sorry, that was really mean.
Cope and seethe. Okay.
Cope, copium, massive. You're snorting massive amounts of cope.
Co- the
get
fuck is
get
cope?
it? Instead of cope, cope.
Oh my god.
Snorting massive amounts of cope. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. My sense of humor is pretty whack, but that's fine.
Not even gonna question or okay.
I've been enjoying my life so much more now. I have um this new spark in mental health, this new upshoot in my mental health quality has also sparked some physical changes that I've been making. Um, I have started a new physical regimen, and I've been working out a lot more, and I'm trying to gain back the weight that I lost during the past 2 years that I've been in this depressive state. And like, because I've had mild depression for about the past 2 or 3 years. Um, and I guess it just kind of got to a point back in August, it had gotten to a point where it was just too much for me to handle. But that's beside the point. The point is, this new mental change has also spurred me to start physical changes, which should further improve my mental changes and give me more motivation because I'll be more motivated to do things. I'll have more energy. And hold on a second. I'm going to go ahead and read the post that I made on my YouTube channel because it sums it up perfectly. If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Cool, cool. Okay. So, yeah, about a month and a half ago, I began working out again. I am proud to say that so far I'm getting back the muscle that I'd lost over the past 2 years due to depression. I don't use supplements. The most I do is eat protein bars. I tend to stay away from supplements because caffeine is a major ingredient in them. And since workout supplements and most supplements in general are unregulated and not evaluated by the FDA, I'd rather not put an unknown substance or a substance with an unknown effect in my body in combination with caffeine and marijuana. Especially since I haven't been able to consult a doctor about what I should stay away from and what I should give a try. I have a horrible habit of snacking throughout the day, so I am trying to get back up to at least two good sized meals a day. After that, I should start introducing lunch back into my diet. For now, though, I'm doing my best to reintroduce breakfast and dinner into my eating habits, and instead of snacking on junk food all day, I'm now trying to eat healthier. This is a slow transition and will take time to get used to. Today, I've created a channel on my Discord server so I can hold myself accountable as well as allow anyone to give advice or take advice to/from my routine and progress. I have a horrible habit of not holding myself accountable, so making my progress publicly available to my community puts pressure on my accountability and forces me to actually put forth effort. This is another big step in the right direction, not just for my physical health, but for my mental health as well. If I can start holding myself more accountable for my workout routine, I can begin to apply that same strong accountability to the rest of the aspects of my life and further improve myself. I'm so happy at how far I'm coming along, and my mental health has been getting increasingly better over the past month. I am very, very proud of myself.
Yeah, there you go. That's basically what I want to live by of because I think natural health is basically how you solve mental. So
hmm Yep, your physical body health seriously can make an impact on your mental health. It's been shown scientifically. So the more active you are, the more happy you're gonna also be. Well, that doesn't apply to everyone per se. That applies to most people. Like the studies have shown that most people who do regular exercises are more happy and have tend to have better mental health.
Depends on the person. That's like
Hmm. Yeah.
personality and overall willingness to do what they want.
Hmm.
Various other
Yep.
factors.
Yeah, there are various factors that seriously can impact the way that that works. But, for a majority of the people in the studies, um, exercise has greatly improved mental health in most people. And this also brings me to my weed thing. I started out pretty careless whenever I first started using. Um, and it caused a little bit of social issues because I was a little bit, too spastic. But I have also, I've now been getting more in control of myself. Like currently, right now, I am, really kind of. I'm about a 6 or a 7 out of 10 right now, and I'm able to clearly, well, for the most part, clearly communicate thoughts properly, and I'm also able to think for myself properly as well and articulate my thoughts in a presentable manner. And this has helped me out a lot because now I can actually use this properly for what I've been wanting to use it for, and that is a homeopathic medicine because it helps me deal with my anxiety and my stress a lot. And now it's helped me become a more enjoyable person to socialize with. Now that I've, managed to get a hold of myself and use and learn how to use properly and learn how to control myself in the state that I'm currently in, people say that I'm a lot more enjoyable to hang around with and that, all around I seem a lot livelier. And this is really, really good progress because that is exactly what I was hoping for. Because I don't know if anyone knows, but I actually have Asperger's syndrome or, autism spectrum disorder. And this means I have a serious social disability. I cannot socialize very well with people. So, being able to be enjoyable to socialize with is a huge, huge positive step for me.
Hmm.
Yeah. And, you know, like I said, now that I know how to control myself and everything and, how to keep my balance and everything, how to, um, how to quote unquote control my high, I am able to harness the I'm gonna exaggerate this a bit. Harness the magical powers of cannabis.
Oh God.
But yeah, so far, this treatment has been a lot better than the medicine that I used to take. The medicine I used to take is it was something called Concerta, which is a methylphenidate. I think it's called methylphenidate hydroxide or something like that. I forget what the full name of it is, but it goes by methylphenidate, and it goes by Concerta and Ritalin. Ritalin is the OG stuff. Concerta is like the rebrand with a different name that is targeted towards kids. And I've been on Concerta since I was about 5 years old. So finally being able to get off of Concerta is going to help me a lot because that medicine, while it did somewhat help me manage my ADHD, it also caused severe issues with my metabolism, and it made me really tired, and it sometimes actually made my focus abilities worse. Um, so being able to go to get off of that and get on something that gives me back my appetite and helps me restore my metabolism correctly, um, being able to do that has been an absolute blessing. And this is why I'm so, pro weed, is because it has helped me out a lot. It's helped a lot of people out a lot. And I feel like it has serious potential in, legitimate medical use.
Hmm, my mouth is
Yeah.
bleeding. Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Are you okay?
Ignore that. Um, so I can definitely see a difference in you from the Delta 8 shit that you took. You're much
I
much more
I
focused than what you were. Much more.
I still take, the Delta 8 stuff, but like whenever I'm high, I control myself better because I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to the feeling of being elevated in this way, and this has allowed me to get a feel for how to control my thoughts while in this state. And combined with the calming effects of it, and the sedative effect of it, it has helped me be a lot less spastic and a lot more focused. And because it also gives me a bit of hunger, it's helped me, it's helped me be able to eat actual meals instead of snacking throughout the day, which is massive.
Why did that sound very wrong for a second there? The way how you said makes you more hungry. It's like,
Oh yeah, makes me more hungry for cock. Come here, baby. Let
more
me
like
suck.
more like the way you said it. It was more like you were gonna eat somebody. It was like, ugh,
It makes me more hungry.
for flesh. Relax, Jesus Christ, turning into a maniac from movies.
I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you right up. You tasty morsel. Yeah, God. See, that's another reason why I like this is because whenever I'm doing voice acting, it makes me so much more confident. And it allows me to get into character so much more. And I'm so much less nervous and anxious. You can probably see the difference.
Oh yeah.
I used to be a lot more withdrawn, a lot more shy, and it was awful because I didn't get anything done, and I couldn't voice act for shit. I was so insecure about my voice, and I kind of am still a little insecure about my voice, but not nearly as much as I used to be. I put my heart and soul into voice acting now. Oh, and I love it.
That's great to hear. Very, you're very different from where you were. So I'm glad you're making some changes.
Yeah. I also, I also wanted to improve my habits with weed because of well, I had a little bit of an incident with John. We were recording an episode of John's Talk Show, and I snapped, and it was just because I kind of lost control. Um, and that really opened my eyes and made me more aware that, hey, I shouldn't be reckless with this. I should really consider my thoughts and my actions, and I need to be able to get a hold of myself while in this condition so that I don't end up hurting somebody. I don't want to hurt people. That's my biggest thing, is I hate to hurt people. So I wanted to make sure that, I didn't damage our friendship. And so, that was kind of the origin for helping me get, better with managing how I act while under the influence.
There's a lot of more. That's one of the reasons why he hasn't been on here for a while. So
Mhm.
just a little notice. We won't.
Yeah, that is a very prominent reason why I haven't been on John's talk show, is because I was scared. And I felt like I wasn't ready to be back on here. This John didn't deny me or anything. In fact, John was wondering where I was and why I wasn't coming back. Isn't that right?
I was very quiet about it, but yeah. 'Cause,
Yeah. Mhm. And so, yeah, don't worry, John didn't ban me or anything. So I didn't hurt him like well, I don't know, did I hurt you
you
that badly?
you can't even hurt me because I'm like in a separate universe, so that's impossible.
You know? No.
In terms of mentally, though, uh, not really. It was
Yeah.
more like as though I thought I did it. I was kind of like the cause, because in that episode we were both taking our own respective drugs. You were under, you're high, and for me, I was actually I was drinking soda, which I don't do that anymore. And it's all because of that very incident that I don't do it anymore. In fact, right now, oh wait, never mind, my water's gone. um,
Oh,
uh, yeah, since then I kind of realized that I shouldn't be doing that anymore because I kind of realized that soda kind of makes me tense, and as well as when you're tired, it doesn't really go well with each other. So I
yeah.
just don't do it. So basically, I'm fully off of drugs, any kind of drug, and all alcohol. Well, I'm probably never gonna drink alcohol anyway, but you know,
Yeah,
stuff that
alcohol is don't drink it. Like I've not drank alcohol ever since August. Like that's how long it's been since I've last drank alcohol.
people drink alcohol because it tastes shit, but it's so shit that they basically drink it because they also feel shit about themselves. So it fits well. It cancels each other out, and then just
No,
makes them.
the real reason people drink alcohol is like sometimes it's for the taste. Sometimes it's actually because it actually tastes good to them.
Depends on the
But
alcohol.
for yeah, it depends on the alcohol. But for a lot of people, it's for the numbing effect that it has because
Shit,
I think it's a depressive. Or yeah, it's a
it's a
depressive
depressive.
drug. It's a
I wouldn't really call it a
depressant. That's what it's
drug.
called. It's a depressant is what it's called. And its purpose is to, depress your nervous system, calm it down or well, not calm it down. It doesn't calm it down. It basically completely crashes your nervous system.
Is it like
And
the opposite of antidepressants?
it's yeah, it's basically the opposite of antidepressants. It is the opposite of crack cocaine.
We were talking about stuff.
We were talking about the reason why I wasn't on the episodes for the longest time.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that's basically why I wasn't, here. Is I was taking a break because I felt like I wasn't, mentally ready to continue doing JTS and being under the influence. And but yeah, now that I've given myself that time and that opportunity to get better at it, here I am now.
Woo.
Yay! What about you? Have you well, yeah, I've heard that you've cut out caffeine. That's a big step in the right direction.
Yeah, it's not really a major one. Like
I mean, it's
doing
not. Well,
exercise and stuff.
actually, I mean, well, compared to exercise, yes. I mean, it's not that big, but taking caffeine out of your life is still a pretty major step, considering that caffeine is really addictive. Um,
I've been drinking caffeine since before I was a teen.
yeah.
I don't know when I first started. I just know I was very young when I first started drinking it. I can definitely say since I stopped doing it, I've overall felt better. I don't feel disgusted. and I just kind of feel like I'm more alive. Like I'm a like like I can see things without being like, in a fucking tense state and various other things. Like since caffeine kind of wakes you up a little bit, it's awesome to be finally in like a normal state where it's not too awake.
You wanted to be in that state of back to neutrality.
Yeah.
Yeah, complete sense. Because I'd rather be in a state of neutrality than be on caffeine the entire fucking time. Caffeine wires you, and it's bad because it causes a horrible crash and a bad withdrawal.
Yeah,
So
even
hell
though
yeah.
that
Uh, right.
yeah, even though that event was basically the reason why I stopped, it was just me to open up about a lot of things about what I'm doing and the fact that maybe if I want to get somewhere in a good health condition, I should probably first just stop with caffeine first. And I don't drink any kind of soda either. I've tried sparkling ice. I've tried some other stuff as well. I haven't. I'm trying. I'm gonna try YooHoo because I've heard that was really good stuff, and I really want to try it. But I haven't really had the time to do it. I know there's like a single drink that you can get at, I think it was called Shell, the gas station over here. I think they have it. I have to look, but whenever I go to Shell someday, but I want to have that like I want to drink it more often. You know, have another drink in my drink on a daily basis since I do like milkshakes. I do it all the time. They're freaking delicious. So I've heard that they were kind of like a milkshakey kind of drink. So it'd be pretty cool to have it.
You know to also recommend? I think I've told you this in DMs, but I sparkling ice is completely soda free. It is basically fruit juice,
Yeah, but
and it has the qualities of mineral water. It is not sugary. It doesn't contain high fructose corn syrup, and it's healthy.
I could have sworn I've seen some ingredients on there that were similar to soda, but I could be wrong. Maybe I was just because I was really tired that night and just didn't really notice. I know that we constantly stock, those kinds of like those kinds of drinks. I always constantly stock them at work, like every single night. So I'm very familiar with all of it in that aisle, at least most of it. Um, I've also had the thought of like, what if I drink more like juice from like fresh fruits?
There you go. Yeah, give you
Because
some
I know
some
that
grape
somebody did
juice.
start drinking natural juice, and he actually cured his cancer when he was
I
when he was
I don't
young.
there, I don't
Eh,
know if there's any direct correlation between that.
You
That
can
sounds a
look it
little
up.
sketchy,
I don't know.
but
I don't know if it was cancer or something else. I was watching a video that was talking about him. He's basically he almost turned 100. He died at like 93 or 94. He's a very old man. He died a couple years ago. But just had a really bad illness, and he just started to drink basically just freshly natural juice, and it helped with the fighting disease. And then
oh
since
yeah,
then,
because fruit juice contains a lot of vitamins and minerals, a lot of which are necessary to your body's survival. When you normally don't get much of that, and you don't drink much fruit juice and stuff like that, and you don't drink much, proper good fluids that have nutritional value in them, um, or that have like artificial nutritional value that is not equal to what is naturally made by like fruit trees and shit. Um, it can cause some issues if you don't drink it. And if you have a disease or something and then you start actually drinking, nutritious drinks like fruit juices, that gives your body the vitamins it needs and the energy that it needs and the things that it needs to help fight off the diseases.
Yep. That's the reason why he got disease free, for most of his life. It's because he started doing that, and even after he
He
cured the
was
disease, he
he was
still did it.
probably already he was probably already living a relatively healthy lifestyle. He
I'm
just
sure
wasn't
he
getting enough
was. I'm sure he
nutrients in his
was. I
diet.
mean, even
That's
me,
probably
like even me, I'm. My parents have always told me that like I've had a pretty strong immune system, even though that I'm not really healthy because I don't consume a lot of healthy stuff, but somehow my immune system is just healthy because I'm not really sick that often. I'm very just disease free for the most part. Obviously, that could change someday, but but I'm sure people just either grow up with very strong immune systems. Sometimes they're weak, sometimes they're normal, but they can obviously be affected depending on your diet. But I'm sure he was though. And even after he was cured of disease, he still kept taking it since until his death.
Mhm.
And he get really popular too. He started to promote that whole idea about healthy lifestyle. Obviously, for us Americans,
So
though, it's pretty hard to give up the crappy lifestyle. uh,
for real.
I mean, there's some fucking
So
delicious foods out there, so what can we do? We don't want to lose that chance of eating that kind of stuff, especially when they're delicious.
they are delicious, but I think the biggest takeaway here is that moderation is key. You can have junk food, just don't overindulge in it and make sure you focus your meals on healthy things.
I don't have that
And you can
capability.
give
I'm
yourself
sorry. I don't have that capability. I'm too fucking lazy.
yikes. Well, I think a good step in the right direction would be, getting out of that mindset, working yourself out of it and then yeah, you can be able to apply change better and be able to be more motivated cuz I used to
If I
be
stop
lazy.
soda, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to apply it soon. But for now, I'm not too focused on that right now. At the very least, I'm just glad to be out of soda because it was not good for me at all. It was ruining my mental state. I was drinking it surprisingly because well, in the later edition of drinking it, I was actually doing it because I was in a very bad state and I was hoping that it would kill me. That was my whole purpose of drinking it in the later stages. And then I stopped doing it because I realized that I shouldn't go towards that. Because I realized I can
Yeah,
just
destroying your body in that way is that's awful. Like I'd hate to commit self forever sleep by drinking myself into an early grave. That'd be awful.
like I said though, I was in a bad state.
Mhm.
So
I'm glad you moved away from it.
now I'm just happy to be drinking water, even though I don't have water right now. I'm still drinking out of a small cup of water. I should really get like a giant glass, one of the skulls that we have in there that are really big. Should just fucking fill that with water. That'd be my main. But no, I just have a Naruto glass here that I got from school. So I was like, you know what? I got it as a little gift. I guess as being a good student. So I was like, I like it because it reminds me that I am a good person. I'm improving and I am going in a great future because I keep working hard. So it's a reminder, basically. It's the reason why I still drink out of it, even though it's not much water. But it's fine for me, though. There's also another self improvement thing that has significantly changed who I am today. So I don't know. I think if did told you about this, about the fact that I used to be very, very shy to the point where I barely spoke 2 words a day.
Fuck. You broke up. Damn it.
Sorry, I had to move my mic because I realized it's not speaking
Oh.
loud enough. I had to like rotate it just a little bit. But anyway, so like I said, I was very quiet. Um, and as a result, my dad basically was aware of this, and he was getting sick and tired of me being quiet because he wanted me to open up. Since eventually, I was gonna have to work in a field, whatever the fuck it is. I have to talk to people, especially at school. I was barely talking to anybody unless it was somebody that I know. Then I would be completely open. I was like a talker basically because I enjoyed being around them, and just I couldn't stop talking since I just had so much stuff that was boiled up, and since I had no one else to talk to, they were basically my venters to basically listen. Um, Now over the years, I've specifically, I think a huge changer was earlier this year, the very beginning of the year. I told myself right as the year started that I needed to open up more. So I joined Discord server VCs a little bit more, and that actually really opened me up a little bit. And then as the year progressed and I got a job, it changed significantly. Nowadays, if you, I'm no longer anxious to talk to people face to face. If you want to talk to me, I am just fucking. I'm open to talk to you, even if I don't even know you. I'm open. Now, the problem I have is online. I still have a struggle with texting and Discord servers. And besides that, of course, Twitter, but that's beside the point. Specifically, just Discord servers, since I'm not part of a lot of Discord servers. As we talk, I'm only in, like, I would say about 10. And even then, though, a couple of them I just don't talk in at all because I just kind of cast them in their own folder and just kind of leave it there just to be part of the community. And then I have the very select few that I keep available. I'm even in your Discord server, obviously, but I'm not really
Yeah,
active on there either.
bro. You chucked my server and the don't be active in its folder.
Yeah, actually. The ones I am are and I'm only active in 6. And then I have my own servers, they're in 3, and then they got the rest that I'm not even talking in at all. But that's about it. But to this day, I'm no longer shy. I am very different. I'm a lot more open than when I was. Especially on YouTube, I'm not even conscious. I'm not even anxious enough to say, bad stuff or funny little shit. Well, I wouldn't say bad stuff. I'd just say like stuff that are kind of dark. I do that a lot because I'm a fucked up dude. It's always that quiet kid in the class with the weird stuff that they're thinking about. The quiet kids have the craziest of fetishes.
Actually, that's really true. I know from experience because I'm a quiet kid.
That's an exception to me though, because even though I was very quiet, I do not like a lot of fetishes. I hate it. I like to be clean and natural, just basic. Although talking about fetishes in an SFW video can get this video like severely demonetized, so we're not going
It
to talk
can get
about
it
that.
severely deleted from YouTube.
Yeah, so we're not going to talk about that. Just know that I'm different. I'm very much more open or talkative, I would say. Uh, in terms of also behavior as well, I know that's also improved since I was younger, but I don't really want to talk about that right now, so we'll just save that for later. I think that's about it for me, though.
Do you have any plans for the future?
Well, as of right now, I do want to be in like a firmly no alcohol, no drug lifestyle, while also doing what I need, giving my body what it needs. Obviously, the necessary foods. I mean, that's not part of my mind, but eventually, I just want to go into a lifestyle where I'm eating what I need, has all the necessary nutritions and stuff. I just need to get out of uh, my picky self when it comes to foods, and I just need to be like more open, which I've lately been more actually. I've been trying different kinds of businesses that try different foods. Obviously, with my coworkers, we would go out every single week, every 2 weeks. We would just go to a different a restaurant and we just try their food. In terms of foods though, I don't try different ones. It just depends if I'm like intrigued to like try something new in the moment, but otherwise I just try all like their different kinds of versions of how they do their own, like pancakes, waffles, burgers, fries, um sometimes tacos and burritos, a lot kind of stuff. Just try like how they do it basically, but
Yeah.
and other times I would try like a different meal sometimes if I'm like in the mood, but I'm getting there to that point where I'm in a mindset of like, you know what, fuck it, give me this random meal, I'm willing to try it. That would be that's the goal that I have in mind for the next until I'm 25. Like I'm hoping by 25 I'm going to be able to just fucking say screw it. Just fucking give me whatever. I want to be more optimistic of everything. So, I know that definitely you're already there because you're willing to try anything.
Oh yeah. Nice. And I guess since you gave yours, I'll give mine too. Sorry, I'm back. So I actually do have some self improvement plans for the future as well that I'm going to be pursuing. And a lot of it revolves around me leaving the current situation that I'm in. And I'm actually already getting ready to perform the next big step, and that's moving out. Um, I have wanted to move out for a long time. I have been living in my grandparents' attic for 6 years. I've been here since I was 15 years old.
Oof.
Yeah. And that has taken a massive toll on my mental health, and I'm ready to get out. And it's gonna seriously help me out whenever I get out of here, because I won't have to worry so much about, having other people hovering over what I do. Like, I could go to my room and just smoke weed willingly without anyone giving a shit or being able to tell me what to do. Like, that having that level of responsibility, it is daunting, but right now I welcome every single consequence that comes with having my own place to live. Because at the current moment, my current situation is it is utter garbage, and it is not helping me in any way regain my mental stability. You know, it's going to seriously help my mental health whenever I leave the supervision of these two. And after that, I'm after I move to my own place, I'm gonna be saving up a bit of money. I may have to take out a loan. I hope I don't. I hope I can just get like a couple more jobs and work up the money to be able to move overseas. At the current moment, I'm studying the Life in the UK handbook, and I'm going to be taking a practice test, and I'm hopefully going to be able to do the Life in the UK test. And yeah, that'll help me get on the road to getting to Scotland. And once I get to Scotland, I'm probably going to enter some. I'm probably going to, look for. I'm going to look for a therapist there. I'm gonna look for. I'm gonna be. Well, actually, I'm gonna have looked for a job way before I've even gotten to Scotland because I need to get a. I need to have a sustainable source of income as soon as I touch the ground. So I'm gonna have already found a job for the area and already found a place to live. Um, I'm probably gonna start looking for a car or a moped at the very least. Um, I'm probably gonna get like a small electric moped and maybe like a small electric car if I or maybe like a hybrid, a small maybe like a Volkswagen Golf, like a 2018 Volkswagen Golf. Those are pretty decent. Um, and then yeah, that's kind of my long term goal. And as for the short term goal, I think the beginning of what I explained applies to the short term goal, moving out of the house and getting my situation in a much better, position. Uh, hell yeah. I
Let's
feel
just
great.
let's just hope that those countries over there don't go into a nuclear war by the time you're over there.
Yeah, that would absolutely suck ass. And that would be awful, to be honest.
A lot of shit's happening out there.
Mhm.
So everyone out there in those European countries, I hope you will be safe, especially Northie. I hope you'll be okay, bud. Everything's. I hope everything gets calmed down eventually. This fucking
Help
Putin's a
Putin
bitch, but
fucking. I hope Putin stops his madness
as
and
well as the leader of China doesn't invade Taiwan eventually, because that's just not good for everyone involved. You know what I call it? It's called D with it. It's when you put the shades over my eyes.
you are very tired.
It is 12:31 and I have work tonight, so yeah. I'm tired of working.
That explains where that outburst came from. Mm-hmm.
November is not fun here at Walmart.
Walmart.
Shh.
Save money. Live stinky. Wall fart.
How dare you talk about Walmart like that? Oh wait, no, never mind. We already talk bullshit about it all the time at night.
Walmart is awful, like genuinely awful. It is so bad that they can't even set up shops in most of Europe
I don't
because it doesn't meet minimum fucking qualifications for human rights and treatment of employees and staff. That would be a great topic for another day. Holy shit.
what about companies being bitches to their employees?
Yeah, companies being assholes and being allowed in America but denied literally everywhere else because they're so unethical.
Huh, sounds like Twitter and their current situation.
Twitter's banned in other countries?
No, I just mean like no. Isn't
I
there
mean, it's in
talking
a
about
couple, but In most other countries, I don't think so.
Talking about the current situation, not Twitter in general.
Oh, you
The
mean the
how like
Elon
base
Musk boy,
90% of employees lost left the company.
Mr. Musky Wusky?
Don't say it like that. That sounds
Oh,
very
look at
sexual.
Musky Wusky. Musky Wusky, the musky husky. Freaking Elon Musk is a femboy husky.
God damn it.
They call him the husky musky husky, or the musky musky husky. Jesus fucking Christ.
You know, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a account associated with that. Secretly hidden somewhere.
I'm probably gonna regret it, but I'm probably gonna check E621 and see if I find anything.
I'm not looking forward to that, but okay.
Oh, don't worry. I'll DM them to you.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Northie, you better be ready. I'm about to post this stuff to you too.
That is if I find anything. I might not find anything, you know.
I'm gonna be very disappointed if you don't.
On R34 though.
Okay. I think it's time to move on. We don't want to talk about porn. SFW video.
True.
YouTube's gonna be on our ass.
Mm-hmm. It will.
On my flank.
About to stack it.
Anyway, I think that's
Eating Nutella bread.
What?
I'm eating Nutella bread.
Oh. Okay. Did you just put Nutella on bread?
Yes.
That's delicious. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I think it's long enough. I am very exhausted because this week is gonna be a bitch. I have barely any days off, so this is not fun. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Welcome back, Derg. He's back. Next episode is likely going to be a special one because we're going to have both of my wonderful friends joining in. So it's going to be the first. Hold on, I need. Tertiary. My English isn't great, especially when I'm tired. It's a three-way. That does not sound right. I was trying to say tertiary, but I was like, you know what? Three-way. It sounds good enough.
It's a fucking orgy. A fucking orgy. God damn.
So next episode's gonna be an NSFW video of us having a three-way. I hope you guys enjoy that.
It'll be available on X videos and Pornhub.
And on my website secretly.
Mm-hmm. You gotta click the secret button.
Oh god. Oh no. So yeah. I think that's about it. Do not subscribe or like this video or even this channel, because if you do, I'm not going to be very happy by the time I wake up. So don't expect me to be very nice to you, especially when I take out my shotgun to get you off my property. So yeah, see you guys all later.